pretty cool.
I feel like it's sad that we're having to discuss this.
The approach that you're saying is like this. This is an approach of control. My job as a teacher to make sure no one does Averis. Okay? Now,
It's Hashem
do
isn't
that?
a very to hug a girl.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about it in a second, okay?
Yes or no?
Yes. Now, is
So
it
you're gonna have girls and guys definitely.
100%? Now, I'm asking you,
You know
does
what?
Hashem work like that it's his job to prevent us from doing chet?
Is it Hashem's job?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so why do we think it's our job?
What do you mean? You're a mechanech. That's your job.
What does the word mechanech mean? Control?
No.
What does it mean? It means teach, which means that I don't have a decision whether an 18-year-old is going to stop sleeping with girls. That's not my business. What's my business is to teach him about the topic. Then he'll grow. He'll make decisions. Some of them will be negative. Some of them will be positive, and he'll grow. Is it up to me to decide if a boy is going to have a sexual interaction before he's married? No. How many of them are going to have to do that because that's what they're holding? I don't know. A lot. How many of them can have the power not to? A lot. A lot more when you teach them, but it's not my topic. Because he needs to grow. And sometimes we grow through making mistakes. In fact, bi'ikar, the way the world is now, it's almost impossible for a person to not have sexual negativity because it's inundated in the world. Which means Hashem planned for us to grow through having negative experiences on purpose. So now I don't care. It's not I'm not trying to stop them. I'm trying to teach them, empower them, get them to think. What happened? Why did it happen? Did you gain what you wanted to gain? Okay, what are you going to do the next time? That's my job. Not to control ever. That's the way Hashem does it. There's an idealism in the Orthodox world, right? And I say that because orthodoxy is not a Jewish concept. In the Orthodox world, that we have to control people for God to do nothing wrong. Which is exactly why there's an entire subculture of people doing all kinds of bad things, pretending to do good things. Because in order to be orthodox, you can't have any struggles. So they have to pretend to look like this. And in hiding, they do kol davar shaba'olam. And it's the worst things. If they were allowed to struggle, and they wouldn't be ostracized, say, okay, this happened, what can we do to help you? And they would grow. And they would change. They would make decisions. You see the difference? Chinuch is never control. Afpam. You agree with me?
There's no point of
I agree.
Oh yeah, there is.
I think like people should be educated about those things,
Compared to the
especially
stuff they
like
do, it's just-
when it's something that is
Okay, but
so
just because someone
confusing.
else does something better.
Let's say
you
before I knew
yourself
about
on me,
sex,
I have to.
go through
I'm
puberty.
gonna have to deal with.
I had a boner. I didn't know how to do.
Things
I was slamming doors on that
It doesn't say
thing.
the Torah.
I was trying to get rid of it.
Slamming doors.
Yeah.
On himself.
My God.
Okay, that's what happens because you have a world which is so primitive that happens. People do all kinds of destructive things. Let's be bakarka. Let's be ba'inyanim. This is what happened.
Wow, that's painful.
Right?
So how do you, I guess, our generation,
4 times the time I keep out. Imagine
just how do you teach kids? Like, do you have to
Yeah,
teach?
but
Should you
that way
talk
you have
about
to
it
stay in
with
your own
kids?
100%. You know how you teach kids?
Well,
Because it's a subject that's not, they don't understand what it is.
It's not. It's
so
not
Gabi is saying that basically, oh, but they do a verse, so I could do a verse too.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's no point of hugging a girl. You know, it's like
Okay, so let's. I'm going to get back to your question.
Yeah.
Hugging a girl. Now,
Right.
of course it's usher. That's not going to help them.
He wants to know why.
Right.
You know what your verse should do?
Now, let's look at why. Because when it's why, he can actually decide from a panemius place that he wants to do that. Okay? Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's 2 different reasons why you shouldn't hug a girl. They're not connected. It's also true in Hilchos Nida. One is sexual touch will eventually make you sleep with her.
Yep.
Okay? You can pretend, you can try, matter of time, could be 2 years, but it'll happen.
But does
Now,
hugging mean anything
Exactly.
sexual?
Exactly. The kids will tell you you're full of baloney. It's not sexual touch.
Of course it is.
Okay.
Touching a girl.
They will tell you that it's not.
Okay. So
Now,
why are you
there's a
hanging out-
sugya in
why are you
Shabbos-
hanging out with that fat girl that's got
There's a
pimples
sugya in
coming out
Shabbos
of
that
her
says
face?
that Ula was able to have touch with a woman and not have sexual thoughts.
Where is that?
Shabbos Yud Gimel. And the Gemara says that he would kiss his sisters abe chidayu. Sisters. Well, so it's also an error. And he would. There was a Gemara that he hold the kala up. The kala would go on his shoulders or something like that. And he said like white ducks. That's what the Gemara says. Now the Gemara says you can't do it. Why? Why? Listen to the words. Because it's dangerous. Navi, you say to a nazir, schar sola kamera lo tekarev. Be smart. Don't go near the carrot. So now, for example, are you allowed to go to a doctor? Is a woman allowed to go to a doctor?
Sure.
Why? Doctor's touching her. Why?
Wait, Gabi, you being a doctor to the girl?
Why? Because it's not a problem of sexual touch. It's not being smart. And in this case, the smart thing is to touch.
Wait, is there a difference?
Okay, now, la. Let's say a girl falls down in the street. Do you pick her up?
If there's no one else.
I picked the older woman up today.
Oh, yeah. If this little girl wants to cross the street, you hold her hand. Okay?
Now it's already a problem because they'll accuse you of.
Oh, yeah, right.
Pedophilia.
But why? Why? You have to get the concept. If you don't teach the kids the concept, you'll tell them, if you hug a girl, you're going to sleep with her. They're going to say, you're full of baloney, I don't believe anything you say. If you tell them what I'm telling you, which is what the Torah says, say, listen, sexual touch will get you in trouble. He said right. He believes with me. He agrees with me. Hugging is not the same thing. But by the way, if you keep going in that derech, eventually you'll hug this girl, hug this girl, hug this girl. This one you'll have a more physical connection with. Eventually you start sexually touching, and eventually you'll sleep with her.
Which is why you shouldn't hug any girl.
Right.
Okay.
Now, he has to decide, he decides, if he's interested in having that level of safety. Now, he has a decision. We teach him, and we say, Habibi, you want to sleep with her? No, I don't want to sleep with her. Okay, so you're not going to do sexual touch, right? No, I'm not going to touch her. But I'm going to hug her. Okay, you realize
why
that...
Why are you hugging her?
Because he wants to. Because
Why?
he feels loving connection with her.
Hug something else.
He wants to have a relationship of love in his life, and they're good friends. He wants to do that. Okay? He wants to have a friendship with the girl. Now, he says, I won't sleep with her. I don't want to.
That's... Yeah.
Okay? And if I hug her, I still won't sleep with her. You're going to say, listen, I hear you, but watch out, because you may not sleep with her, you'll sleep with the rest of them.
Right.
Okay? He's going to say, I don't think it's true. And he'll go. And then he'll learn something. He'll go farther. Do you want him to go farther? And he'll say, you know those chachamim? They're pretty smart.
He might not want to sleep with her. What if she wants to sleep with him? And then now
Okay,
suddenly,
right. It's also schar. You say, listen, you are in a certain space. I know what she's going to do. Not so smart. Smart. It's intelligence. Teach someone the right hagdara of what halacha says, they can keep it. If you lie to them and tell them something which is not true, they'll tell you, you're wrong, I don't believe you.
Okay.
That's why it's very important to make this a distinction, because the kids know you're lying.
Right.
That's what I said.
Okay.
What did you want to say, Gav?
What's the difference from hugging a girl and kissing her?
Depends how you kiss.
Kiss.
If you kiss someone on the forehead, if you kiss someone on the mouth, it's totally different
Okay,
mice.
what's the difference with both of them?
One is will bring you farther to sleeping with her, and one won't.
It's not true. You can break up the next day and then you won't sleep with her.
You might, but you're pulling
Or she
against
can
very.
die.
You're strong. You're going. It's like going out to the ocean, and there's undertug, right? And it's pulling you in. You could swim to the shore, but it's kind of dumb to do that because you might drown.
Right, but what if she breaks her lips? What if I break my penis? What if she dies? What like?
Can we have a normal conversation?
Yeah, that's true.
No, really?
No,
Yeah,
you're
but
being silly. That's not really.
Okay, fine. So that was dumb. But like, okay, so what's so bad about kissing a girl anyways?
What the problem is that it's very hard once you get on that
Say you're
train.
gonna get closer to
When you
her,
get on that
that's
train,
the only problem?
it's hard eventually to stop. Yeah, that's the only problem.
That's the only problem.
You gotta give him another.
So wait, shh.
That's the brain problem.
If the kid has 100% self-control, 1,000%,
You don't.
he can
No
kiss
one.
a girl. Yes.
Right. So Hashem is telling you, I know you think that way. I'm smart. I made the world. It's not a successful way to run the world. Like Shlomo HaMelech, who said, I'll have a lot of women and they won't make me do chet. And he was wrong. So the creator of the universe says to you, it's not a good idea. then you should think about it if you want to listen to him or not.
Shlomo Melech doesn't have self-control.
Do you not hear the story of like one of the biggest rabbis, literally massive rabbi? I heard it from my rabbi in 7th grade. He said, I remember this. He said he was climbing up a ladder and his students were leaving and the cleaner came in.
The famous Gemara.
Yeah.
Rabbi Amram.
Rabbi
Amram.
And his cleaner came in, I'm pretty sure. And he pulled his tummy back in because he was afraid of sinning or something.
No, that's a difference. You're talking about. Oh, I thought you were talking about the one where they moves the ladder.
Yeah, that's a different story. Rabbi Amram.
Yeah.
There was a girl on top of the ladder. I forgot how it looked.
Yeah.
And he was.
No, there were a few women who were in the attic.
A few? I don't know if it was a few, but whatever it is. And
Sure.
he got caught up in Taiva, and he
saw
was.
her ankle.
Saw her ankle. He was turned on, and he moved the ladder to climb up, and he was going up the ladder.
And the ladder, by the way, can only be moved by 10 men.
And of course
he was able to move it on his own. That's the power.
It's called horny string.
Right.
Okay,
and then when he was going up, he's like, I can't control this, but I have an idea. So he screamed, "There's a fire in Beis Amram," and the whole neighborhood showed up, and they all saw him going up the ladder to the girl.
Right.
And he's like, I'd rather have this busha.
Yeah. Then I do it and have
right.
that.
But you have to understand, he had a very big. The reason why he had such a difficult time was because it says Kol Gadol Mechavero, Yitzur Gadol Imenu. Abaye in the Gemara in Kedushin and Daf Nun Beis, it says that there was a boy and a girl who were walking in the forest. Okay, and he was convinced they were going to be doing chet.
Just explain. He doesn't understand.
I'll explain to you in a second. A boy and a girl walking in the forest, and he's like, I'm going to follow them, and when they're about to do an Aveir, I'll stop them. Okay, they walk the whole forest. They go out, and they're totally fine.
Yeah.
They were just friends. And Abai is like, I couldn't do that. And he was like, he was like, what's wrong with me?
Right.
And they told him, no. Kol gadol mechavero, yitzur gadol imenu. If you have a huge koach of kedusha,
then you have a huge.
Then you have to have a yitzur hara, which is insane, or else you can't balance it out.
So Gabi, if you have a big level of kedusha, then you better watch out.
That means
that's a reason to not have kedusha. What do you think?
Not going to happen?
No, the opposite. It means that you have a huge Yetzer Hara that will come along with it.
So why is that a reason? You don't want it to be kaddish? Huh? You don't want it to be kaddish?
I want it to be kaddish, but I'm just warning him because he's so kaddish. He's going to have a big Yetzer Hara. Kfar Zaysim, that's what it's called.
I'm opposite.
What?
Kfar Zaysim. You know it?
I told you, I know what it is.
So you do know who
I
it is?
look little into it.
Should we check it out?
Sure.
Gabi, you're open to seeing Kfar Zaytim?